After a week of downtime and fine-tuning our setups in Stanage Bay, we were primed and ready to press on towards the Cape. It was time to pack up camp and continue our journey north. But before we set off, we decided to revisit the headland one last time to savour the breathtaking beauty of this place before we ventured inland. It's truly incredible to bring the vans to spots like this and take in these amazing places from the comfort of your own home. It was time to get back into the dust as we embarked on our journey towards the coast. Our convoy had expanded with the addition of a new van, a Peregrine, completing our lineup of all three models for this Cape trip. We're also joined by our good friends Russell and Liz from Melbourne, whom we'll introduce later in the video. As we left Stanage Bay, we topped up our tyres before getting back on the highway. On our way to Bowen, we welcomed another van into our convoy. We were joined by Terry and Donna, good friends from St George and familiar faces on this channel, completing our group of 4 vans. On our way to Bowen, we made sure to top up our water tanks, stock up on food and get extra fuel. Managing a convoy of 4 vans always makes these stops a bit more time consuming. Upon arrival in Bowen, we were greeted with clear blue skies and an incredible view over the bay. Well, we just arrived at Bowen and it's definitely doing that, so we look forward to just setting up tonight, having a couple of drinks and relaxing and ready for the rest of the trip. So a couple of mates have turned up that are joining us on this trip now, so we'll have the full array of the Zone RV brand, all of our Peregrine Sojourn and our Expedition, so can't wait to keep rolling along and go and have a couple of drinks now. Once we set up, we took the opportunity to soak in the scenery. This trip has already been remarkable for its diverse landscapes, each changing as we head further north, showcasing Australia's stunning beauty. My fingers no twisting no more. As the sun began to set, Bowen unveiled its stunning beauty. We relaxed on the headlands, enjoyed some drinks and tried our luck spotting whales in the bay. Little did we know we arrived just in time to witness the buck moon, also known as a supermoon. With the moon at its closest point to Earth, it appeared larger and brighter, an absolutely stunning sight. Over the next few days, we took some time off camera to catch up on work and explore Bowen. We were fortunate to experience some stunning sunsets and panoramic views from this beautiful property. A couple of days later, it was time to press on and drive further north towards the Cape.
North for that done.
Alright, well here we are in Bowen, and Terry, I could smell your coffee blowing out to the ocean this morning, so
yeah.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining the convoy. We're going to head up to Cape York, but thanks, mate, for coming across to... It was pretty short notice for you two.
Well, it was a rash decision. Yeah, we made it pretty quick, but very excited to be here.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Looking forward to it. So both of us have been up the Cape before, but never with our vans, so it'd be a really good test for the expo.
Yep.
Other people have done it, but...
Yeah. No, looking forward to doing it in a bit more comfort than the last time we were up there.
Yeah, so it was really nice. Terry, you'll see on the video, we've got some real good cutaways of him making excellent coffee here every day. So we just spent a couple of nights here in a mate's property here at Bowen, and we're about to head up and look at the 300 chop up at Townsville. So can't wait to drop in there and check that out. Be pretty exciting. So
Yeah, looking
but most
forward
of all, we've got one more friend to join us. But thanks, mate. You're the start of this, so well done. Look forward to catching up with everyone up there. Alright, so we've just got to the Burdekin region and now we've just pulled up beside the Burdekin River, just filling up a bit of water here where we know there's a good water source, so take us a little bit because there's obviously 4 of us now. So we've also got Russell and Liz joined us in the Peregrine, so we've got the entire setup here now. So looking forward to today. We're going to head to town. Got to get Peter UHF fitted in his vehicle. We've had handheld ones in those ones, but really want to get a designated one in his car so we can all talk to each other a bit easier. But anyway, it's been a really good morning and we look forward to filling up with water. Alright, so we're just filling up with shower water, so it's not drinking water, but I'm still filtering it anyway with the best filter just to make sure it doesn't clog things up. It's funny, you can pick up some water sometimes and it'll start clogging up your shower head, so we just always filter it. Putting it straight in there. Obviously I'm not using a water hose that's suitable for drinking, but again, just want to assure you I'm not drinking this water, it's just for showering. But anyway, nice spot here right in the Burdekin River. So good, we want to go and do a bit of croc spotting. So anyway, as we refilled our water tanks in air, we discovered Pete's water pump wasn't functioning.
Corroded.
Thankfully we had prepared for such issues with some spare parts. Our friend Terry brought out the tools and we identified some corrosion in the pressure switch. By swapping out the faulty pressure switch from one from our spare pump, we had everything running smoothly again. To be on the safe side, we visited a local irrigation shop to pick up an extra pressure switch. Alright, so we just pulled in there to a local little water shop, which is pretty amazing, irrigation place in the middle of the Burdekin here, and it's always good to just have some spares. So we basically had a little tiny water leak, which I've never actually had on my own van, or we don't seem to get a lot of it. I checked up with warranty and service. But what it done, it corroded the top of the little pressure switch, so Pete had a little water leak when we opened up his little cupboard this morning to check his water for his drinking water. He has 2 pumps on the Expedition series, so luckily we still be able to get water out of it, but we just went and grabbed another spare one there. We were carrying a spare pump as well, so it's always good to come prepared. But yeah, it was great, good service there, little country town, looked after us and they actually had the parts. How good's that? While in air, we also upgraded to a GME 2-way radio for better communication. Alright, so we're up here in air, and one of the things we've done today is got Pete fitted up. One of the safety things we wanted to have, all our vehicles are fitted with the GME aerials. And what did you put in there, Ollie? The
GME XRS Connect.
Yeah, so I'm running the same. That seems like a really good system.
Yeah, definitely.
Pete does a lot of communication, obviously, with our filming and stuff, so we were having a bit of issues with the handhelds, which we'll still keep for just when we're winching or whatever. But mate, really, really appreciate it. With the new radio installed, we returned to camp. One thing we wanted to do before heading north was to see if we could spot some crocodiles in the Burdekin River. This region is known for its large crocs, and sure enough, we spotted some freshwater crocs as soon as we launched the drone. The following day, we made our way to Townsville, where we would get our first glimpse of the 300 chop. things we've done for this trip, because we're going so remote and we're going to need extra fuel, is we've got a little fuel cell underneath the Expedition series here. So it's a proper pump with an automatic shut-off and everything. So it's all done properly. We've put in some extra tie-down points and things to make it safe. It's about an extra 80 litres. So it just gives you like an extra fuel resource to have, just in times of if you're a bit worried about getting to the next place, but also helps you too sometimes. Like we're fueling up here where it's $1.80. Some places are going to be $3, so it can help you in that way, and having extra fuel tanks in your vehicle. But especially in an expo, there's room to do this and wait for the front of the vehicle, so we've all set it up that way. So yeah, we'll get you a bit more fuel here, Pete.
Sounds good.
All right, we're here in Townsville now, and we're at AV, and these guys are the people that are doing our chop in conjunction with J-Max. So we thought we'd come up and have a look on our way through on our trip, and then we'll hopefully pick it up a bit later in the year and do the rest of our trip. So can't wait to go and have a look. We'll go and meet the team here at AV. All right, well here we are at AV in Townsville, and we're just checking out our 300 on the way up to the Cape. One of the cool things, we've done our chop's all been completed. The boys are waiting on the suspension. It'll be up here tomorrow, so they'll put all the J-Max suspension in, brand new rear diff. All this car has been built and designed so it can be 4495 plus tow 4.5 tonnes. So this is going to make it excellent for our new Summit series. It's going to be 4.2, so well within its limits. I've got a nice tray coming for it. It's going to look really nice, so can't wait to get this car finished off. They're putting in Brown Davis extra fuel tanks. We're going to have a nice bar, just a really clean, nice setup, but it'll handle the load really well, and it's just so good to come here and see it. 79 rear window in the back there. All the panel work's been done correctly. Paint work's been done, set to go off, baked in an oven. Just really cool, just going to be great having all these little extra spots to put our stuff, so can't wait to get amongst it. And yeah, I just really thank the guys that do this. Working with J-Max, they're getting us to that next level of engineering, so it's so nice. Can't wait to drive this thing. Obviously we'll give it a Just Autos tickle up as well, and I've been using mine in tow mode and that works so well, so I really appreciative to Matt and the team there as well. So can't wait to get this thing, and then when we come back from the Cape, we'll be able to take it across the Savannah Way, and that's going to be its first trip, Savannah Way. How good's that? In Townsville, the last major city before our trek to the Cape, we gathered a few additional items and necessities to go off-grid. As we prepared to leave Townsville, we checked in with our friends in Tully, and surprise, surprise, it was raining there. So we adjusted our plans and decided to camp near Lucinda instead, to steer clear of the rain. We used the extra time to install a few new components and catch up with everyone to chat about the journey ahead. All right, well, here we are today. We're on our way to Tully, and we've picked up a couple of more victims, or no friends. So what's really nice about this trip is I met Russell and Liz at Hangar Row, so that's the place we do our handovers. Never knew before that, other than being a customer. I just happened to be there that day, wasn't I, and met you guys. Yep. And I said to these guys, I think we talked a little bit about trips, didn't we?
We did, yeah. Yeah, what you've done in the past, what we've done.
Yeah, and I just suggested, well, we're going on this trip. And I said, well, you guys just bought a brand new Peregrine. I said, we've got a Sojourn. Terry and Donna have got the Expedition. Pete's running the Expedition. It'd be really nice to have a Peregrine come with us, so we can have the full box of dice. So thank you for coming along.
No, thank you for the invite.
So home is where?
Melbourne, Victoria.
So little drive?
Yes, yeah, over 4 days.
Yeah, which is really nice. Thanks for doing that. And a little bit different temperature, even though we've got a little bit of warmth here.
Yeah, for us it is. Melbourne weather's not so warm down there at the moment.
Nah, but it's really nice. So we've got Terry and Donna, Elisa, Liz, all of us here, and Russell. So one of the things what we want to do on this trip was highlight to everyone all the differences, but basically, what made you guys go for a 19-foot caravan, the Peregrine?
We come out of our van, which wasn't as big, and we didn't want a big van.
Yeah, so you came from another premium Australian, like I'm happy for you to say it, like you came from an AOR.
We did come from an AOR, Quantum Plus.
Yeah, which is a really nice Queensland-based company.
It is.
Do a good van. Yep. Terry and that came out of a complete campsite, so hybrid into full-size caravan.
Yes, yeah, it's big difference, and yeah, really good.
You're happy with that change
really
so
pleased,
far?
Really pleased.
Yeah, I know it's early days. You haven't done too much, but you've done a bit. You've been back home, come all the way back up, and now up the top here.
We did a bit out back after Hanger Row, and then we went down, and now we're back up again.
Yeah, right. So 19 foot just sort of suited. You felt like coming from the Quantum Plus.
It did. Liz was a little bit worried about going the bigger van, and now we've got it. It's just so spacious inside.
Yeah.
We still feel we don't need to go bigger.
No, that's great.
But no, it's really good.
And towing wise, you've been good, eh? How are you going for your fuel and stuff?
Fuel's increased,
Yeah.
but it's to be expected.
Towing a full size. So
Yeah.
I'm around 22 to 24. How are you guys going, Terry?
On this trip, I think we're just over 19
Right, eh?
for a couple of thousand
Yeah.
Ks.
Yeah, it's hard to say yet, isn't it? And what are you guys
We're
roughly?
about 22, 23.
Yeah.
Still monitoring and still learning.
And it just takes time as you set up, tyres, who's got what on their cars, doesn't it? All adds.
Weight.
Weight. We've had a bit of wind since we've travelled too, hey?
And that plays up big time.
Yep. So just first time compost toilet, so that was a bit of a, Liz, that was a bit of a change for you guys?
It was, but it's not as scary as what you first think it is. It's much easier than you would imagine.
Yeah, like we always were. We sort of changed after ourselves and these guys went out to Big Red Bash, and then we sort of thought after contending with 10,000 people in toilets and all the stuff that goes with that, with normal toilets, just so much easier with a composting toilet.
It is. It is. Once you've done it, you won't go back.
No, it's simple, and especially as you get further north with heat and that, you don't get any of those smells and things. It's just easier, not chasing dump points. That's a big difference.
Right. That's exactly right.
As soon as you start travelling. Some of the other things that we look forward to doing, like you've never been up the Cape.
No.
So this will be the first time, which is awesome.
Yes.
Elisa hasn't been any further than Laura. Laura's about as far as you've got. You guys have been up there before, which will be nice.
Yeah.
The last time you did it in a little bit tougher circumstances.
Yeah, soft floor or a camper trailer with a couple of young kids. So.
Yeah, so this will definitely be a little bit easier, but exciting, isn't it? Like, it's such an iconic trip going to the Cape. I look forward to once we go off over Atherton Tablelands and you get up to Laura. It's the start of that real trip, and we'll try and drop in there and see there's some Indigenous artwork and stuff. So there's some really cool things we'll see along. And I know it's been wet up there, so there'll be lots of water around. I think we'll have no problems getting to the places we want to, but I know it's looking good. It's good. Tracks are obviously always interesting and changes all the time. I'm following a couple, I don't know if anyone else is yet. Are you still on any pages from
Not
Cape
for
York?
the Cape, no.
So I've got a couple of pages that I follow just to get an idea of road conditions, but I would say this to everybody. You read stuff all the time. Some people will tell you it's like hell, other people will say it's fantastic, so I don't know, you got to take it all a bit of a grain of salt.
That's right, drive to conditions.
But yeah, and I think that's what we're doing. So you're running tyre monitors, we've got, all different tyres here, we'll be lowering our pressures, but everyone's going to look after each other with that. We're not trying to race it, but we want to enjoy it as well, and Elisa's working and I'm working a bit, Pete's doing a little bit, so we'll have fun along the way.
And we learn off each other.
Yeah, 100%. So no, I really appreciate everyone, and it's good to pick up some more people, so we'll have a bigger group around the campfire. We're hoping to learn a few skills of Liz's cooking. Russell, I know you're a whiz on the donuts, so I look forward to that. Terry's a main cleaner in the group, so he's just sticking us up. So you'll see in the next movie, we've got our Cape's Own RV stickers, so pick the one that's not straight. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming along, taking a bit of time out to be with us, and it's going to be fun, eh?
Looking forward to it.